Good morning to one and all. Myself, Desam Sudhakar, author of Audiovisual Development and Chemistry, along with Dr. Ramesh, are giving presentation on the topic entitled Gigantic Role of Digital Transformation in Business During Lockdown Period. The key points of the paper are enumerated as follows. Introduction. Today, the entire world is facing serious problem of coronavirus pandemic, which has affected millions of people across the globe. Due to non-availability of proper treatment and vaccination, all governments of different countries have announced lockdown and even extended it so as to flatten the curve of ongoing pandemic COVID-19. The imposition of lockdown has in turn helped in containing the transmission of the virus. While this has meant that businesses are at standstill due to social distancing measures, it has shown an expected strain on all the economies of the countries. Nevertheless, humans as well as business organizations have managed to stay afloat and evade COVID crisis using digital technologies and digital transformations. Let us discuss few aspects of digital technologies. Video calling and video messaging. Business meetings and communications are now taken over by video calling using softwares like Zoom, messaging platforms like WhatsApp, Messenger, etc., and also by direct calling over smartphones. Using these virtual conversations, businesses may be carried out as usual without traveling within the country or abroad. E-learning, e-governance, and e-commerce. With educational institutions being shut down during lockdown, schools and colleges are taking online classes to students, that is going e-learning way. Not just education, even governance has moved online by having their meetings, video calls, and even communicating with the citizens using digital technologies. This time has also reduced resistance to shopping online for any product, as more people are placing orders online using e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, etc., rather than stepping out. Let us discuss the impact of COVID-19 on digital transformation. The principles of digital transformation that are needed to be aligned into the overall digital strategy to ensure preparedness in future are as follows. The first and foremost one is online collaboration tools. The organizations need to identify, evaluate, and have a right mix of online collaboration tools for both the employees and partners to enable to work remotely. The second one is revamp of sales channel strategy. The online channel, which has been a discretionary one for the brick and mortar companies so far, will become one of the mandatory channels in future. Needless to say that this area would require a well-crafted digital strategy and in dark factory. Dark factory refers to a factory or organization with no human labor. The entire global supply chain is under tremendous pressure to meet the demands. Hence, the Industry 4.0 transformation will become more relevant post-COVID-19, where the computers are interconnected and they shall be able to communicate with one another and ultimately make decisions without human involvement. Information security. There is a surge in security breaches during COVID-19 period mainly due to substantial increase in usage by working remotely. With sudden surge in usage of virtual platforms like Zoom software in business meetings, few security issues were highlighted. COVID-19 pandemic is fast-tracking digital transformation. First major digital transformation is ability to work from home. Even companies that were resistant to the concept of distributed workforce are now allowing their employees to work from their homes. This work phenomena has facilitated to halt the spread of the virus. While some companies will eventually go back to the rigid work in office policies, it is expected that some will realize their benefits to employees and that in fact it can be done effectively. Second digital transformation is in medical sector, telehealth. By using telehealth technology, doctors shall be able to treat their patients by communicating to them directly. This technology shall assist in prioritizing the ailing patients, diagnosing those without illness, increasing human touch, and also prevents transmission of disease at crowded hospitals. Social media for brands during lockdown. As pandemic-induced social distancing pushes the people to the confines of their own homes, all we can say is, thank God, we have internet to help pass the time. Research conducted by Cantor Company has found that the majority of the population did not think that brands should stop advertising altogether during the crisis. There was a clear expectation that companies should play their part but use their weight and presence on social media for good and not to exploit the situation. To be honest, business organizations should always put their audience first, but right now it's more important than ever before to truly understand what customers wanted to see from their branded content. Finally, we conclude that it has become challenging for most businesses to keep their financial wheels turning during the lockdown period due to less revenue churn and the general uncertainty in global financial environment. Unfortunately, the impact on startups or small businesses can be way more brutal as they have scarce cash reserves and smaller margins for managing sudden slumps. The ripple effect of this shutdown will have a key impact on India's economy as all business sectors, especially the small and medium-sized businesses, which are major employment generators, are being severely affected. Finally, eventual halt on the sale of products in totality would result in low revenue generation in businesses. Thank you.